I'm a little OCD or ACD or OCD or something tonight. I thought I would make a little bit of a sky ahead of time and let that dry. So then I sat down and I thought, well, I can see a little bit of this and let me fix that. And the next thing you know, it's been 5 minutes of messing around. And I thought, you know what? You guys are missing this. And so I thought, you know what? I need to get you guys in here to see what's going on. And how beautiful this sky is turning out. It's really, really something. And that little bit of light right there, this little bit of light right here needs to come up just a little higher. Just like that. We'll blend that in right like that. We're having a wonderful sky night. Wonderful sky night. So I'm trying out my new glasses tonight. My new prism glasses. They are pretty darn thick. Now, I asked the lady, I said, is it going to look like I'm wearing Coke bottles? Because I'm at a number 3 of having a problem with their eyes. And she said, no, you've really got to have about a 10 or 11 to look like Coke bottles. I thought, okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, because I was not happy with what was happening with my eyes, where I needed to have so much assistance. You know, I was thinking I'm still too young for thick Coke glass bottle glasses. You know, just too young for that. You know, and so I'm just praying for my eyesight. Everything continues to go well, and I don't have to worry. And so in the middle of working on all of this, all of a sudden I realized I wasn't sharing it with you. So, good evening. Thank you for coming in tonight. We are having a wonderful time here at the Lawrence Welk Painting Show, and the 1 and the 2. And so, thank you for coming in, being a part of whatever happens tonight. Because we never know. We never really know what's going to happen. And then I can tell this little bit of white needs to come into here. As my neighbor gets his old truck running. See that? Oh, look at that right there. Right there. Get that little bit of white reflection right in there. Coming in there. Yeah. Right there. There he is. Mm-hmm. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to brighten up a little bit. We're going to take some of this blue and some of this white, and we're going to brighten this up just a little bit more over here. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to make the other side of the painting darker. And in order to successfully do that, this side's got to be lighter. Yeah. Now maybe not quite that light at the top. We could darken this just a little bit. And then we'll bring that over. Yep. Matter of fact, I see a little bit of that little bit of that black night. Where's that blue? I've got Phaleo something or other blue. Needs to go right there. And
hi, Tiffany. Hi, Chad.
good evening. Thank you all for coming in. And while this sky dries, we will, see, that's gotta go just like that. And fade right into that, like there's, that's good. Yep. Really like that. I kind of want to single out this dark.
Hey, Donald from Ohio.
All right, that's good.
Donald said they're back home in Ohio. They were only here a day and a half, and his 4 sisters kept him busy. He said it was hectic.
All right. So I'm gonna use some of the sky blue in the mountains.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy, treasure home, treasured friend. Looking for there's that. There you are. Okay. oops, some white. So when you take a little bit of the, sorry about that. That is the paint coming out, I promise. Not the dog or anything that wasn't feeling well. And you take some black and some blue and some white. And
thank you, Tiffany.
you can get like a mountain where the mountain has somewhat of the color of the sky in it. Because you're using some of the sky color in your mountain color. And then if I take some of the blue and the black and a little bit more white, and I come in from the other way, I can actually put another mountain. Let's see, turn that brush over. And see, then if I go get some white and some blue, that pushes that mountain back behind the darker mountain. Some more white, some more blue. And then so we'll just bring this right down like that. Go, and then we'll put a little, let's take some brown and we'll put in a little bit of a valley kind of a color down there. Okay, clean the brush a little bit, get back into the blue and the gray and the black here. Black, blue and white. Then we're gonna come down this way with this one, kind of mixing those. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that's very good. All right, let's go with I think I'm going to leave that just like that. I'm going to put some white paint on the tips here and see if I can't make something more believable up here. All right. And since I like the black background, I'm waiting for this to dry a little bit because I want to bring this down right here. I want to bring this down right in front of that mountain right there, like that, come into the brown. There we go. And then I want to put one over here. And that's going to be even darker. All right. Yep. All right, I see a little bit of white right here. I think we could do a little more of that. I really like that. I think we could maybe pop a little bit of white right up in here. Since it is evening, there's not a lot of green showing. And I think I really like this pretty much just the way it is. I don't really see any way of improving on that. Maybe we could just nope. Don't like that. Nope. Don't like that either. We need that gray back. Let me see if I can make some more of that gray. Ooh, I did. All right. I really like this gray. It seems to do something to show this mountain coming down like that. Okay. Most mountains don't look like that, so I'm gonna. All right, maybe that's. No. Let's get. We gotta finish our thought here. I like the way that gray, that blue and the black and the white make such a pretty bluish sunset color that just seems to do a wonderful job here. That's got a little brown in it. So let's dab that brown back in. That's gonna, oh, I see. We can take this brown and we can push it right up into here and put that right, that'll push that in front of that right there. Okay. Yep, that's what we wanted. And then maybe we can put just a little bit of that brown here to put some life into that. And let's go back into the white and the blue and finish off this area right here. Oh, that's a good idea. So we need to show some light. So I'm getting the idea that this is a good idea. But also to put some just up here might be a good idea too. Give that a little bit of contrast right there to show there's a little bit of activity. There we go. We could even put a little down right there. Okay. Very good, very good. All right. I'm gonna take some more brown now.
Tiffany said she got her painting today.
Good. 2 of them. I was hoping she'd be surprised she got 2. I think we told her she was getting 2. Didn't we tell her we were getting her 2?
I don't know. I think you mentioned it to me, but I don't know if you told her.
Okay. Just put a little bit of a shadow right in there. Let's go dark green. And we're done with that brush. Well, I was I'm building a fence this week, pressure washing this week.
Hi, Ryan.
I even stained the front and back of a cabin to get it ready for rent. Getting our campground ready for people to come and visit. It's Mountain Lake Ranch. You can find it on Marketplace. It's not easy to find.
Say hi to Ryan.
Ryan, hi Ryan. Thanks for those good compliments on the comments, I should say, on the last couple of videos and stuff. I really appreciate that. Anybody that takes time to comment took the time to listen and enjoy. I appreciate that.
Ryan said he's been keeping busy.
Light olive green.
Ryan said he always loves your Thursday videos.
Yeah, that means a lot to me.
And just so everybody knows, Donny and I started posting things over on RUMBLE because
I guess you're not allowed to say it, huh?
because
Like their AI doesn't know how to spell
I'm
or
just
something.
saying, Donny.
I'm sure their AI knows how to
I'm
spell.
just saying, because things have been disappearing on where we're at. So if you want to know for sure that you can find us, might want to go over there.
Keep looking. Keep looking for us.
Get that app. Follow us. Because things have been happening that are creators aren't in control of. Just saying. RUMBLE.
TROUBLE. That's an old song.
Are you ready to? RUMBLE APP. I put some instructions if you scroll. Some helpful tips
set that one aside. Oh, my paint rolled right into the paint. All right.
Correct, Brian. It's not where we are right now, so.
We're heading out on the Pecos.
Tiffany wants you to do forest for her.
What did you think of your paintings, Tiffany? Did you get the ones you were hoping for? I know you liked a lot of them, but did you get the one you were hoping for? I was pretty sure I got the one you were hoping for and then one of the other ones you asked for. I'm hoping I did the right thing.
She wants you to talk to her with Forrest.
Well, I'm not saying anything until you tell me how you like your painting.
She said she loved both
Oh,
of them.
well, that's wonderful. I'm glad that you are glad to have them. I did not want to waste your time, because that's my favorite waitress is Tiffany. I'm so glad that she's happy. I want her to be happy. Let's see, is this any good? That's no good. All right. As soon as I get this first coat of green on, we can start. I bet you the sky is dry enough to work on again. All right. Very much. I didn't get to drive today, so we didn't get to see Dano, but we will be over there again soon.
Tiffany said the painting looks so amazing.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that one painting that Nancy won, just a little bit with the mountain there, you know.
So I'm going to take a stiff brush and paper towel and touch my water and see if I can't get a few stars up in that sky right there. Yeah, just a little bit of night sky going on there. And that gives that a little bit of a look. Excellent. Whew. Yeah, that's pretty good. We got a little bit of dark, a little bit of light. I'd like to do some more of those trees. Let's see if we can do those far away. You know, it's like I don't paint often enough to remember what brush I used to get something I wanted. And so every time I start over again, I have to remember what brush it was, and then how to touch that brush to the canvas and touch that brush to the easel to get just exactly the right size tree. And of course, because I'm an X-Acto house painter, all of a sudden my trees look like they're planted in a Christmas tree farm, you know. So I'm forgetting to put them oddly as they're in nature. Like, nope, I forget. So my nature is very organized. And I apologize for making my nature organized. I really don't want to, but unfortunately, I do. I've got to darken that a little bit. Too bright. Plus I get really excited, and then I have to go down and get more color, and then the new color doesn't match the old color. Or I get excited and I make too many trees before getting more paint. And that's one of the things that I have to remember, is that, you know, you can only make, you know, one or two trees, two or three trees, before you have to go back and dip your brush. Otherwise you lose that look of, you know, Yep. All right. And of course over here, I've got some nice tall trees on, is it my right or your right? Their right, my left. I've got some tall trees over here. And I have to highlight them now. Yeah. And then of course, they should have some short trees in front of them. And, you know, I think...
said, beautiful painting.
Thank you, thank you. I'm working on it. I'm trying. And we need to put a few oh, those came out good. Let's see if we can make a couple more. Oh, wrong way. Okay. All right, now. Boy, my new glasses are just making me see a lot more than I'm used to seeing. Maybe that's why I haven't liked my paintings as much as you guys have, because I didn't see how good they are. This is really something. My new glasses are only about 3 feet away. They don't work at a distance.
I wonder if you should have got like bifocals so that you could see just a little farther.
Well, I've got to order the progressives. I got to pay for those myself. I just appreciate the VA doing what they did. Okay, that doesn't quite make sense. Yeah, that's all right. All right, so now we're going to make a bit of green and black and maybe brown, kind of a shoreline over here. Maybe I should get the water better first, though. Make the shoreline after I... Nah. Yeah. Alright, so hang on the shoreline here. I think I already put my water brush in the sauce because I wanted to use a smaller one. There's water. That's not what I want. Might need a little bit of white. Kind of have to you thin the paint down a little bit, and you do the blue and the green kind of a color, kind of an aqua turquoise, and then you put that over the black, and then the black looks like it's underwater.
Cammy said she wears bifocals. I just wear cheaters. I tried to get glasses.
We tried. She couldn't decide what distance they were from her face to focus.
And I end up not being able to see through them. So we had to get the money back. I couldn't see the computer right in front of me or the TV. They were bifocals, I think, weren't they? I couldn't see
Transition, yeah.
either the TV or the computer. And I just was like, and then they tried to get me another pair. That didn't work either, so I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah, because you have like 3 distances you want to focus on, and the glasses wouldn't do that for you. All right. Okay, then I'm taking a different color blue and I'm adding some white to it. Well, it's not blue, it's turquoise flanello. In some language. Multi-languages on the bottle. And so now see where I marked the black. Then the black dries, and then I go over it with the watercolor. And so now these look like stones and disruptions in the flow. So then what I do see is I come back with this blue. Let's see if I can, and I try to, let's see, we'll go ahead and go a little further away.
I don't know,
Noah! Booba, 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 ding! Noah. So we've got a lake, a kind of a lake here, but right here I want to put down a rapids right here, and rapids have a little spots they run in. Oh, that's almost too.
Hugs all around.
Hugs. Olive.
I put some instructions in the, if you scroll up down Noah, you can get a little information.
All right, let's see what this looks like. All right, that looks a little better. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put in our little dark spots where the water's deeper. Right in here.
Hey Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona.
Steve. How you doing, buddy?
Steve said it's looking beautiful.
Thank you. I'm trying out my new glasses this week, seeing how they work. All right, so we did the darker color. Now I'm mixing in a little bit of white to get the look of rapids here, and just the first stage of white, by the way. I'm going to make it even brighter. Okay. See, I really like these rocks right here underwater. So now I'm going to really go for the white. This is the next section that we want. Oh, that's really strong. That's too strong. Maybe that's too strong. We're not quite ready for that white yet.
Hi, Teresa Cantrell.
Hello, Teresa. Thank you for coming in.
Steve said this really shows well on TV.
Oh, you got it on. Thanks. Yeah, big screen. Appreciate that. And then we want so I've got some dark green on the brush, and then I push it into some white for these tips to happen, and to give me a little bit of a rapids coming down here. You've got to put both colors on at the same time because it's acrylic. The acrylic does not let you do another color, so you have to do that color at the same time you're doing the other color. All right. Now we're going to push up into the white. Even though this is a tinted white, it should be the right color. See right here, there's a little backwash right there. There's a little spot that I can push up the paint a little bit so that it looks like it's actually walking back up the hill. And then go back to the darker to get that little sweep. of the wave of the water right there. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. All right, we're going to leave that alone. I think that's doing something right there, and I'm going to kind of make this water look like it's getting ready to go down. Okay, now I'm going to push up into the white again. Let's see. Oop. And then down. Okay, I think I might just touch this black up a little bit. I think we need a rock right here, don't we? Since the water's not going, it's got to be going around something. So we've got to put a little rock there. And then we'll push the water up at the bottom here, and maybe even have one little spot where the water's coming over that rock right there. That's a good idea. That really helped right there, didn't it? Boy, that really helped.
Henry said it's beautiful.
Thank you. Okay. I think I need to pull that across right to there. Okay, that's definitely a rock right there. And one right here. And maybe we'll put a big old rock right there.
Steve said, yeah, that really looks good. He's clapping his hands.
Yay, yay, yay. Donny's doing good. Go, Donny, go. Let me get a smaller fan brush now. There you are. So we're going to go into the blue and the white and make another splash right up here.
Hey, Del Noah.
And then we're going to make a
He
splash.
said, challenge accepted. Prayers. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm gonna push into the white right there and see if we can. Okay, here we go.
Kimmy said her husband said the painting is pretty, Donnie.
Yay. I'm glad to see more than just my favorite people are watching, that their families are watching too. I tell you, we just watch this stuff get created. I never even know what's going to happen. Appreciate you all coming in and watching with me. Our arms are all moving together, by the way. It is only my arm that's touching the canvas, but we're all in this together. Just keep that in mind. We're all in this together. Okay. I like the way that all looks, except for that. Let's see. We got to do something with this right here. Right here needs a little bit of help. Let's see, what am I trying to do? Okay. And then we take the white and we pull down, pull down, pull down, pull down. And we've got to make a little white there, and white there, and white there. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close to exactly what I'm looking for. So if I push the paint into the white paint into the tips into the white, and then I put the green on the lower part of the brush, I should be able to get what I'm looking for. Nope, didn't happen. All right, well, that's close. That's very close to what I wanted. And then if we put the little tip right there, we should be able okay. Yep, that's it. Right there and right there. Yep. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Sky's right, mountains look good. So now we're just going to work on this. We need like a little Bob Ross tree here or something.
I think, I don't know. How far are those trees in the line behind you? It almost looks like grass.
Yeah, those are half a mile away. Unless you want them to be closer, because this is like a lake and stream. I see what you're saying. You're thinking these aren't big enough, are you? To be right on the other side of a stream?
You might could put a few right there, a little taller, but not take away your thing, because it looks like a stream. It doesn't look like a lake.
Right. And these are really not any use at all.
Okay.
Because they're
just
not.
leave them there, and just put something in front of it, like that's gross in the background. You know what I mean? Vegetation in the background, where you would see like.
Well, what I'm saying is these would be itty bitty teeny tiny trees if they're just on the other side of a stream. I thought the stream was going to be further away, but it's very close. And so I'm thinking
Here's what I'm thinking.
I have to take these out and make this just a shoreline of grass. If I make this a shoreline of grass, then that pushes those trees back and brings the shoreline closer.
It's like vegetation in the background. I would put like just a little something to come up, but not take away your mountains.
On this side or that side?
No, that side. Don't
Right.
take away your stream. That's
Yep.
beautiful. Just on that side, just a little bit taller, something. Just like maybe 3 of them. You know.
Where would you put the trunk? Right where the little trees are?
Yeah.
I'm thinking these have to go. I can't have these little trees right
Don't
here.
go over your water.
I'm not going over the water. Just hitting the trees here. Did I hit the water?
Yes.
I didn't think I hit the water. No, I don't think I hit the water. But, oh, wrong brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these close ones out. That makes sense.
Hey, Roy and Maria.
Okay.
She said, "Happy Taco Tuesday." We didn't go out for tacos.
No, we didn't today. Not on our carbohydrate diet right now.
Donnie was working too for.
Yay! Been working. All right. Okay.
Before he just got back before he started his live stream. Really.
Yep, working right here in the campground. I can work a little late and get things done that need to be done, and paying my rent. I think I'm going to put some brown right here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of green. Okay, and then we're going to put some green right above it. I think this will help distinguish the shoreline on the other side.
Maria said, "Any word on the car repair?"
No, I got a letter from the insurance company. Said they're working on it. Everything's okay. They're going to take care of everything. And I was like, you never know these days with all these discount insurance companies selling people insurance whether they'll actually work or not. You know, you to be.
What kind of insurance company is it?
It's I recognize the name of it. You know, so it wasn't Fly By Night. Fly By Night Insurance. It wasn't that company. So we're okay there.
Maria said beautiful painting. She said that's good about the car.
Thank you. Yeah, who got rear-ended? You said it's Roy and somebody?
No, Scott and Michelle.
Scott and Michelle.
Yeah.
I thought it said Roy on it.
No.
So they've had some.
You don't have to go into detail.
And they say we're not happy with their car.
They got rear-ended. And the person took off.
Yeah, that's why we're glad we have recording stuff.
You're not talking. You need to talk.
Sometimes I just can't talk. I've got to.
That might be a little too much, White.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I quit talking. It's like, uh-oh. Stop, Forrest, stop.
You were doing that before when you weren't talking, so.
Well, may have to wait on that.
Maria said Donnie's in the zone.
Yeah, Twilight. Alright, we got the right color. We'll just have to add some white a little later. Okay, Joyce says we need some trees on the other side. I need my tree brush. Give me a second here. It's a tiny one. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to squeeze a little bit of warm gray on the palette board. And I'm going to put some black on one side and warm gray on the other side.
Maria said, Roy said AutoZone, LOL.
That's not working. All right, how are we doing this time? Where are we putting it? See, we're gonna put we're gonna put the color on that side, and we're gonna go up. Kind of wide. Alright. I like that one. This brush is not right. Still. That's not the brush.
I get a chance to edit, I'm gonna be editing and posting videos. And I might only do Saturday pop up or something, because but if you're watching in the chat, scroll up and follow the tips. Maria said Donnie's adding his special touch. It looks much better.
Much better. I think I'm gonna maybe mess with those trunks a little bit with that small brush. That's fine. And then we'll just do something with this grass over here. Make it a little bit more interesting. Some shrubberies. A shrubbery! What you want? A shrubbery!
Maria said it looks great, Donnie. Steve said with the bright green foliage, it looks like spring is sprouting there.
Yes, we are getting our spring in gear. Look at how many coats of paint are on this easel. Let's see. How about a little bit of some other color here? We haven't really. I think we'll put a little gold in here. Take off the because I really like that
Cammy Bar said, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment after the live stream.
Thank you for reminding us.
Thank you, Cammy.
It's hard to remember everything when you're in the middle of the stream. We're paddling for all we can in the middle of the stream. I can see there's a few little flowers that are growing up on these rocks here by the end, and we're gonna put them right there. We're gonna put some flowers right there. That went well. And then I think I'm going to close this in right there. I really like that. Like some flowers are blooming right there. And we're going to put a few little stems in and maybe a rock right there. Oh, I like that. I like that little bit right there. Yep. Matter of fact, I think the stream needs another rock right there. Then when you put a little brown on it, and then you take a little bit of white, the white and the brown, and you kind of dip it a little bit, it'll give it a shadow like a rock. Right there, good. Right there. Yep. Yeah, because you've got to have, you know, if the stream is reacting to a rock, then the shoreline should react to that same rock. There should be like a rock right here. And then a little bit of black. And that should come like tucked down a little bit right under there. Then you go back and you mix in the white. And you touch the white just a little bit in that black area. And it should give you the shadow that you need to look like a rock. Or at least, well, we can also dab some green in here and see if we can't maybe put that rock in its place. Okay, and then we'll go get some black and some green and some brown.
Desert Adventure said, did you bump the camera?
Oh. I don't remember. Were you watching the wall instead of the painting? Somebody noticed. I'll tell you, I didn't even notice I hit it. Thank you so much. What a waste of time for that to be not facing in the right.
Mine was on a commercial, so I didn't see it.
Thank you.
Maria said it was a ghost.
There we go.
You said, okay, there you go.
That makes sense. All right, now we should put a little bit of agitation at the bottom of those tree trunks.
Maria's laughing.
will give a little bit of like a dirty tree colors, and
Hopefully that wasn't too long like that.
yeah.
Oh, mine went to a commercial, so I didn't see it.
All right. All right. Now we've got all this brightness on this side. Let's put some on the other side. It's almost like this brush is just too big, but it's doing what I want. I need some shrubberies for the Knights of Neat. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. See, we let that shrub right there trail down to the water. We'll put a little yellow with it. Let that go off that way. And we'll come back this way. Now, and I just had an idea that the other side of this stream does need the same kind of thing. It needs a rock on the other side of the stream.
Cammy said it was off center better now. Your camera was off center for a while.
For a while?
I don't know how long.
Oh boy.
Hopefully not very long. Cammy said it wasn't long. Okay, good.
Okay. See, because
said, your painting's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm working on the yeah. See, now we've got rocks right here, and this is the other side, so that helps make sense of the whole thing by having those rocks right here. And then if we add a little bit of brown, we can just kind of layer it down to the water right there. Excellent.
Cammy said, awesome. Steve Desert Adventures said, I love it. What'd you do with the one we were mailing him? Is it right here?
Yeah, if you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the one we're sending to Steve Desert Adventures.
That's last week.
Appreciation.
Appreciation for all the views.
And being a member.
And being a member. I'll probably send every member a painting after they've been a member for, a while.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call it? The perks?
Maria said, wow. Yeah, it's quite.
See how this rock really helps? The reason you can see, yeah, that's excellent. This rock over here really helps this rock and helps the water and everything. You make understanding of the water. The trees are good enough. Mountains good enough. A little bit of stars up there in the sky. Man, we're really close here to the end. Put a rock right here. And then we could put maybe a little greenery on it. Just right there. Oh yeah. Very good, very good, very good. A little greenery on that rock. Let's bring up a little bit of greenery on this rock. Wow. This was a lot of fun. You know, I almost feel like making this a hazy cloud right here. There's really nothing there.
You could.
Yeah.
Because it's like in the Smokies, the clouds do come down.
Yeah. Really, really thin.
And it's like, cool.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to set up a little water here and a brush, real thin. Let's see if we can't make a little. Wow. Should I just leave that at that?
No.
What?
Make it look more cloud-like, like a cloud. It's a little too much of a line.
On the top or the bottom?
Both sides. The clouds, when they come down, they're not perfect like a line. There's a little, like, sections that are a little higher, sections that are lower.
Mm-hmm. Should I put another one across the peak here that goes out to make this one make sense, or leave this alone? That looks good. Or should I do another one?
Maria said, that is smoke signals from Kemosabe.
Sweetheart, should I put another line of clouds up here at the top coming off, or should this
No.
just leave that? Okay.
You want to put a little bit of clouding in the sky.
Well, it's pretty much at night. I want it to stay where it is.
Well, the lower ground doesn't look night. It's quite bright.
Yeah. But I got stars up there. It's evening. We're in the evening time. I could brush this with blue and kind of blue it down a little bit, though.
Steve said he enjoyed this very much. Thanks for the painting stream. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I'll get that off in the mail this week or next. Kind of waiting for work to come in. I'm paying off my rent right now with the work. I've been here for so many years that the guy doesn't worry about me paying him by the 1st. He said, don't worry, you'll have something to do this month. I said, it's already halfway through March and I haven't done anything towards the rent. He said, don't worry, something will come up. And it did. Trying to get my paint bottle just, yeah, that's good.
Thank you, Maria. You said good job.
All right, that's it. I'm going to call that done. Pretty much got everything in there that I want. See, I would have liked a little bit more of a straight line at the bottom of those clouds to show underneath. You have to be able to look under the cloud, but I don't think I'd be able to match that paint.
Henry said cool.
Very cool. I'm going back to some of the original colors I started out with. mixing them. Oh, look at that. That's pretty close. Okay. Then once you do that,
Amy said it's a beautiful painting.
I could actually.
Thank you, Cammie.
Thank you, Candy Bars. Okay. I just see. So what I just did was I put some of these trees at the top of the mountain under the cloud, so that now you can see that this is a cloud because there are trees under here and above here. I might even touch a little green up there just to give a little bit more life. I don't know. Better not. I'll just leave that alone. Get back to that. Yeah, because we're on a different brush now, so it's not going to brush out the same. All right. Tony's going to get a little bit of green and a little bit of yellow. I usually don't make it that big.
Amy said, such a beautiful painting.
Yep. We'll have
Thank
to get
you.
these up to our website. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Good night, good night, good night. First painting with my new glasses on. The big old ones. Oh boy. They only focus up to arm's length. That's it. Right up about to my wrist. That's it. Right, when I lean forward, I've got to be about 2 foot off the canvas. But it's really allowing me to see the canvas well. And I think it's going to let me do a much better job in the long run. as I get used to it. And you know me, I'm always picking at it, never quite satisfied. I'm looking at this mountain peak and all that, and I'm thinking, nah, that ain't right. Not quite right. That needs to have a little bit of an edge to it. That's better. And then if I take the brush and I gray that brush down, and I could go back and pull that out. Almost got you done, didn't I? Oh, I bet somebody just left 5 minutes ago and, okay, he's done. He said goodbye, he's gonna go. Unfortunately, you never know what's gonna happen at the last second. Yeah, that's a good idea right there. I don't have any bumps in my mountain at all. Just shows some contrast of colors or anything. So I think that little accidental bump right there was a good idea. And that little part right there, and maybe right there. That gives my mountain a little bit more distancing, because now it's taking the mountain and pushing one end a little farther away, and I'll tell you what it's missing. It's missing that blue that I had to begin with. Mixing a little blue in with the white, and I'm going to take some water. Dry that off. Let's see what a dry brush will do for us here. And I just keep pulling down. I just keep pulling down until okay, there you go. And I'm going to dull down that black line at the top. I'm going to push a little bit up into that. Yep. All right. I've never seen a mountain look quite like that at the top. I'm going to calm that white down.
Kimmy said she's still here. Thank you, Cammy.
Oh. right. And of course this could use a few little shadows in here. See if we blend those in a little bit, if that helps. It gives us more of a mountaintop look instead of the top of a ice cream sundae.
I kind of liked it when it looked a little snowy back in there, on top.
Uh-huh. Okay, that pushed it farther away. It's a little hazy. That's what I wanted. Okay. Mama wants a little snow on top. She doesn't mind the snow on top of me, on my top, so just a little bit. Lots of brushes today. How's that, baby?
It's a little thick. I liked it before where it was very light.
Yeah, it looks like that other mountain is supposed to be in front of this mountain too. This mountain should be crossing and coming down here because that would push that one back and have it, you know, make it look higher and why it would have snow on it. This one doesn't even have snow. Blue, white.
But Noah said it's crazy how each edition makes it come alive more and more.
Yeah. That's why I never know what's going to happen. And I like it that way. See, now bringing that mountain down in front of this one, push this one farther back. And now I'm actually going to put a bigger snow cap on it too. I'll round out that snow cap. It doesn't look quite right the way it is. We'll just
Jeremy said definitely don't know.
you would be surprised the size of this tube of paint. I'm with my new glasses on. They help me focus and they help me keep my vision together. They let my eyes rest while I'm reading instead of fight while I'm reading.
Then Noah said, "Oh, I love that perspective."
Yep. And where I'm sitting, I've just about had it. All right. I'm going to take my little metal knife thing. That's not right. We're just experimenting with a mountain now to see if I can get it right. You know how Bob does those mountains.
I know, it said so cool. Cammy said awesome.
Doesn't feel like it right now to me. Feels awful.
I liked it before. You took away the little bit of white.
Yep, I do not know how he does that.
Don't know, it's so crazy how one little thing can change the depth and contour.
Yep. Well, I've got the shape I want and the look I want. I just have to mess with getting that white in there. And I can't while it's wet. So thank y'all for being with me again. I almost was out of here, but I messed with the mountain. And but I wanted to push it away and make it higher, and so that it all made sense in the time of day, and that's what it takes. So there you go. Now from here on out, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen? I never give up, I never give in, and I should have stopped a while ago, huh? Where's Snoopy's dad when I need him? If you were watching on TV, Snoopy's dad, at least text in. That would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious. It's actually not a bad looking mountain right there. It's just going to have to dry. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. I love you. Jesus loves you more. Better turn this off or I'll keep going. I love you. Good night.